This is Patriots linebacker, Super Bowl 49 champ, Darius Fleming, and you're watching Von Allen Sports. Real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now. Join the empire. Von Allen Sports, let's go!
Sports.
This is the man with the most badass name in sports, the Pharaoh, the Egyptian god himself, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And on behalf of my man Von Allen, we want to thank you for your support. Let's fucking go.
Von Allen Sports.
That was outstanding on so many levels. Look at that torque.
Okay. We good? All right. So there was some kind of kickoff return that we missed, and or I missed anyway. I tried to switch it over as soon as possible, but I was also trying to do some other things. But Sam Darnold is playing though, right? So did you guys hear a report at all? Did they mention the situation with his injury? Is he okay? Like what are they saying is the severity of it? Do y'all know? Okay. So we're going 49ers tonight. I'm going for the 49ers. I picked them. Right now I'm 0 for 1, 0 and 1. Thanks to the ineptitude of the Buffalo Bills and the exceptional play by the Denver Broncos. Exceptional when they needed to be, I should say. So I'm not going to steal any credit from them. They played well. So, in fact, I need to put that on X real quick so I don't look like a hater, because that is not my that's not my feeling about it. I just mentioned the flag thing, but the main point is Denver's performance. Congrats to Denver on a great, hard-fought performance. Wow. Okay, we have our work cut out for us going in there, but if you want to win the Super Bowl, you got to beat who's in front of you, and it doesn't matter where it is. You got to get the job done. If you can't get the job done, then you didn't deserve to be there anyway. So that's how it goes. If we wanted the number 1 seed, we shouldn't have let Buffalo come back on us when we were up 21-3. So that's our fault. It's our fault, just like it's Josh's fault that he didn't hit Knox correctly for the touchdown. That's how it goes. I still don't understand that call though on that catch or the interception. I don't understand it. That's That's a catch. I just don't see how that's not a catch. At the very least, it's inconclusive, but you certainly can't call it a interception in there. But yeah. It's just that we had a great game, and the refs were holding on to the flags, and then in overtime they decided they wanted to get involved, which was nice, of course. But whatever. But that's the thing, Crossbearer. I do think he did enough to catch it. I can clearly see it go into his body, and he goes to the ground, and then the guy takes it from him. So there was never any incompletion, so you can't call it incomplete, and you certainly can't call it an interception because Cooks is the one that came down with the ball. So it's a catch. The tie goes to the tie goes to the offensive guy. So how is that not a catch? I don't know. I think that was a bad call. I think that was the wrong call. So, but it doesn't matter. Buffalo had chances before that. It's tons and tons of chances before that. I just really didn't want to go to Denver, but we got to take care of business first. I mean, we're cooking rabbits and we're trying to boil rabbits that haven't been caught yet. So we got to take care of business. We got a hard one ourselves tomorrow. We got a defense that's pretty good, So okay, so essentially the Seahawks are up 3-0. As far as the on-field play, the offense versus defense, but they've got that extra kick return. So that's see if that bites them in the ass later, right? So yeah, Denver, Minuteman, Denver does look beatable. That's the thing. They will give you something. They will give you a little bit. I'll put it this way. Okay, so that Knox throw bothers me because that was a touchdown for a game. Okay, that was Josh's fault. He almost never misses stuff like that. So you can't miss stuff like that. It can't happen. You can't. You can't. It's just. I know it's a tense situation and all that, but that's why you get paid that money. That's why people think of you, the way they do. That's exactly what the deal is. That's how it works. The defense gave up some stuff, but at the same time, the defense also gave opportunities. They held him to that field goal when Josh had that fumble. They had that turnover, and then that got neutralized by a stupid interception. I mean, the defense was helping. The defense was helping. They were doing their part, So there there is no time. There was no time to perform a football act. Any guy who catches the ball and goes to the ground, he doesn't. There's no football act after that. That's for a on the run catch. Once you catch it and then you run, you go with it, or when you're going out of bounds. This is a ball that went right into his body, on him, onto the ground, and he had it. Defender takes it from him. This is a classic tie goes to the receiver. It's clear cut. I don't think it's a bad call. It's a bad call, bad decision. But just watch. I'm sure that play will come up here where a guy will catch it just like Cooks did, and then he'll get up and it's a catch. There's no anything. That's just how it is. He's down, So unless they change something, okay. Unless there's a new rule, or unless they altered the language of the rule, then that's fine. But as far as I know, that I think that's a catch. That's a nice fumble. So basically, Shanahan's team didn't come to play, did they? Seattle did. Seattle ain't joking around. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. That's a great play. That's a great play. Wow. It's amazing. They're playing well. Yeah. Elf, maybe they need Epinesa, right? Oh man. I hope we don't have a blowout here. I'm going to give the 49ers a chance to make something happen here, but if Seattle goes up 17-0, I don't know what we're going to do. So Katie, okay. My name is spelled like this. But I don't mind anybody saying it Aaron or Aeron. It doesn't bother me either way. Most people here don't even call me Aaron; they just call me Vaughn. So it just depends. So, but I'm cool with any of it. So. Yeah, I said I would send you those lyrics, right, Cecilia? You should have the lyrics here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I will give you the lyrics as long as you don't bring up the irony of it. Okay. Where do I... Where did I send this to? Did I send it on Signal? Do you have Signal? You or Kevin have Signal? Kevin, you should be on Signal anyway. You should be in the sports group, dude. So anyway, get on Signal, connect with me, and then I'll send them to you there. Cooper Kupp getting it done. Look at him. I can't figure Tharn. I can't figure Purdy out, honestly. I'm not sure what his deal is. It's sometimes I want to think he's good, and other times I think he's complete trash. It's very strange. I will tell you this much, okay? You could have the baby call me Uncle E. That's fine too. She hears my voice. That's good. That's good. I like it. Yeah, about Purdy. I would have given him that money though. He was not that guy to give that kind of money to. I would have tried to negotiate a better deal or something or maybe gone another way. I think you can find a comparable quarterback for that kind of for less money, but it's just sometimes I see him and he looks so good in the pocket, and he really looks comfortable and not rattled at all. You know, I guess I'm still bitter about the Super Bowl. So I love pass interference. I love it. It's my favorite play. It's my favorite flag. Pass interference is great because you don't have to make the catch. You can just kind of go and like screw around, and they'll put you right at the spot of the foul. It's not like it's a 10-yard penalty or something. It puts you right there. Nothing controls the game by the refs more than pass interference. That is their number one way to really make a big difference in a game. And it's quite amazing. Ask a Chiefs fan, they'll tell you that they beneficiary of that quite often. Blind Assassin says we're going to lose. Well, he's a Texans fan. I would think he would say that, right? But he's been wrong before, huh? Yeah, Mike Evans, he loves DPI. Yeah. All right, this is not good. This is not good. Well, not good for the 49ers anyway. What is with this team? It's like they have a million injuries every year, but they still make it to the playoffs. They still look pretty good. They win a game or two, and then they just lay an egg. It's very weird. Well, apparently Sam's having no problems. Where is Raphael? What happened to him? I haven't seen him in years. Yeah, he was the big 49ers fan, him and Cecilia. Yeah, they need to remove that electrical substation. That thing is causing chaos. There we go. There's Kevin. Okay, Kevin, get yourself a photo on Signal, and I'll add you to the group, the Legion group. All right, cool. So, yeah. Okay, Kevin, I sent the lyrics for Cecilia. I added you to the Legion group. If you guys want to be part of Legion group, you just have to get on Signal. I don't do private messages anymore on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or anywhere. I don't do Instagram as far as private messages go. I don't trust any of them. So I do Signal, and that's if you want to have a private conversation with me and want me to speak my mind, it's got to be on Signal. So. Okay, it's only the first quarter. All the 49ers need to do is just put together a drive, get a field goal. It'll be okay. They got who I think is the best player in the NFL, probably. As far as at his position, at least, is Christian McCaffrey. So if you got that, you got something, right? So. Brady just said, "Do your job." We've heard that before. Okay. These don't have that weird glare to them where it looks like a black hole going through my face. I was able to wear the other ones because it was the daylight, so there wasn't that reflection wasn't there, but now it's nighttime. Oh. Yeah. Thorn, it's not against Red Bull. In the first session during the Bills game, dude, that whole game was nothing but advertising. I was like, more advertising than I'd ever seen. And I said, I said, if they advertise one more time, I'm going to boycott every product that advertises. So that's the running joke now, or that's just, but it's nothing to do with Red Bull though. So And actually, Red Bull didn't advertise in the first one. So. It was relentless. There was an advertisement. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Dude, they even advertised under the 2-minute warning. Like, oh, look at that Seahawk. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Man, I love those things. They're amazing. You guys ever watch videos of Eagles and Seahawks and Falcons and things in hunting? It's these things are extraordinary. It's awesome. Okay, blind assassin. I will not be driving your black ass anywhere. But I will ride with your black ass in the car. There's someone else that needs to drive though. Because I don't drive in LA traffic. So if your black ass is gonna ride with my white ass, you're gonna have to find somebody else to drive. Okay? Does that sound like a good deal for you? Have you guys ever wondered why you don't see my chair? It looks like I'm sitting in the... See? I'm sitting on nothing. Look. There's the chair. But you don't see it. It's like magic, right? It's a magic trick. It looks like I'm floating. It's like the Wizard of Oz. See? Green chair, green screen. It's magic. It's genius. That is the genius that is Von Allen. So what happened is that the cats destroyed my chair. Okay? This is why I can't have a good chair. If I spent money on a good chair, it would be destroyed. So I went and bought a cover for it. And I got a gray cover. And then I thought, wait a minute. What if I got a green cover? Then it doesn't matter what my chair looks like. And I was like, wow, I am really smart. I'm like really smart. Like that is top level stuff. I mean, Einstein, Oppenheimer, Elon Musk, they ain't got nothing on me. They wouldn't think about a green chair. I'm telling you. Run, Brock, run! Dangerous play, but I understand why he did it. The guy was wide open. The driver will be Elf. Elf, are you going to drive us? Okay, that's cool. All right, blind assassin, just don't make any racist jokes towards me, okay? I'm sensitive. You guys got a cat? Kevin has a cat. Holy crap. Nice. Kevin and Cecilia, I have a question for you guys. Why do you guys live in Phoenix and you've never been here to visit? I've lived in LA for 15 years and you guys have never come down. What's the deal? I'm calling you out right now in front of everybody. I think it's some crap, right? You know, that's not cool. You guys should come down for the Super Bowl party. What's up? How you doing? You guys going?
Yeah.
Cool. You stealing my stuff? Okay. Katie, you struck a nerve about my phone? Yeah, I'm furious. I'm completely just thrown off. I I don't know how to handle it, honestly. It's okay though. Your daughter's on my side. So, and I'll get her an iPhone when she turns a certain age. So I'll usurp your authority over Apple decision making. I was just like, there she goes. Wait. Cecilia just said we've been to LA. You've been to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and you never stopped by. You never told me. You do realize I live right next to it? Like you could have walked here from there. What the hell, Kevin? That's not cool. Damn, dude. We known each other since kindergarten and you couldn't come over? Yeah, that's not cool. Ah, he threw it too high. He threw it too high. You may birth and feed the child, but I've been in the child's thoughts. See? And I will be the cool uncle that gives them cool stuff. You see? And that's how I'll manipulate the situation that way. Oh, you weren't here. Oh, okay. Understood. I was about to say, what the hell, man? That ain't cool. What is up with this? All right. Well, Denver took care of their business. You got to give them credit, right? So that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, they just need to get on the board and they'll be okay. It's out of control right now and they just need to get something here. So let's see. I don't think the 49ers are going to go out like this. Just make this kick. Cool. There you go. And now it's 14-0. Not as bad, right? So Kevin, you got 3 iPhones, 4 iPads, and 2 Apple Watches. Wow. That's pretty impressive, dude. If I don't count Milena's stuff, if I just count my own, I have an iWatch, of course. I have 2 iPhones. One iPhone is for regular stuff, and the other iPhone is because I work for the CIA. And I have an iPad, but it just sits next to my bed, and I just play movies on it while I'm sleeping, or I brainwash myself with like chess videos. Where is your dad, Kevin? Where's your dad living? Is he still at 111 Dorothy? Whoops, sorry, I just gave your address out. You use Linux, darn? Wow, interesting. The Penguin. Are you surprised I still remember your address? Nightly Sinister, is the phone number still 7529? That was back in the day when you would remember phone numbers. Knew everybody's phone number by heart. Yeah, it just occurred to me that Seattle and the 49ers have had some crazy playoff games during the Legion of Boom era. Okay, so I know it's obvious, stating the obvious, but I'm still going to say it. 49ers have to get off the field here, get the ball back for Brock, and get, just an end the drive with more points again. Just again, I know it's obvious, but sometimes it's the obvious stuff is what you need. It's you got to eat away at it. You can't get it all at once. You just got to eat away at it. It's not good. 17-3, it's not good, but yeah. Just don't let it get worse. That's all. Wow. The night stream is much it's got 59. We have 59 59 on Twitter or on X watching. So we have 74 total. That's pretty good. I can't believe Buffalo lost again. It's just, what the hell? But that's what I've been trying to tell people that on X. Everyone's saying if Josh Allen doesn't win this year, he sucks because there's no Mahomes. And it's just like, what does that mean? I mean, yes, you have to win, when you got those chances. But it's not easy. It doesn't mean just because they're not, Mahomes isn't around or whatever, doesn't mean that it's just all of a sudden it's going to be handed to you. You got to play good teams. You got to beat good teams. It's just. Pittsburgh was good at doing that. They took their opportunities when if Peyton or Tom, let's say, one of them wasn't around except for one time when I think they played Peyton in 2005, right? Wait, no, they didn't. Did they? No. Anyway. But normally when Tom or Peyton wasn't around, Pittsburgh would make a run. You've got to take those opportunities when you get them. If you know, but it doesn't mean just because you lost doesn't mean that, oh, I guess what I'm saying is they're trying to make it sound like that if he loses, it's just he completely sucks because he was just supposed to win. It doesn't work like that, especially with the kind of team he has. It's just, it would be a massive disappointment if it was like Brady's Patriots and nobody good was around. You know, it'd be like the 2017 season, you know, where it was just a bunch of weird teams in the Final Four. It was Jacksonville, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. At the time, Philadelphia, that was a joke, you know. And to not finish that out was kind of embarrassing, but it's all right. Yeah, 05. I was thinking that 05 they ran into Peyton. But 08 and in 2010 they didn't see Peyton or Tom. They took their opportunity and ran with it. So I see it both sides. I see Josh as this is a very big disappointment because yes, the Chiefs not being a juggernaut right now did increase Josh's chances. That makes sense, right? Because you'd have to go to Kansas City probably if they were still good. So you want to take those opportunities when you get them, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's a foregone conclusion and that, oh, he's a loser because they lost. I don't like that kind of view. I don't like that attitude. Here's what I don't want to happen tomorrow. We lose, and then we have to sit through the Rams-Bears game knowing that we're out. Like, I really, really would like to enjoy that Rams-Bears game knowing that we won. We really need to win that, you know, so. Does anyone want to see a Denver versus Houston AFC Championship game? I mean, really? Holy crap, I just realized something. Bo Nix, CJ Stroud, or Drake May will play in a Super Bowl before Josh Allen does. That just sounds so weird. Oh, well. Yeah, what do you think about McDermott? You think it's time? What in the hell are y'all talking about? Tharn says McDermott must go. Israel says Josh is absolutely not absolved of any blame, but the officiating deciding the outcome is why it ruins everything. I'm sorry, but if you're going to hold the flags the whole game, you got to hold them in OT. Right? There we go. Big play. Big play by the 49ers. James, I don't even think Denver and Houston fans want to see that. That's how boring it is. they're secretly thinking, oh, that sounds like a crappy matchup. Bo Nix broke his ankle. Wait, what? Is that serious? Oh, great play. That's Kittle's replacement right there. Tongues, or one of his replacements, I should say. Tongues. Wait. Is that for real? Or is this a joke? Are y'all kidding? Bo Nix, did he really break his ankle? That's serious. Oh, man. That's horrible. That's not fair. That's not fair. That sucks. Oh my God. No way. That is terrible. All that work. You put this kind of season together. And you get a big win. You're going to the AFC Championship game and you break your ankle. That is crap. Are you guys sure about that? You sure it wasn't like an Adam Schefter, like a fake account or whatever? I just don't remember him limping or anything happening to him. Whoa. No, it's real. I thought you guys were trolling me or playing with me. Broncos quarterback Bo Nix suffered a season-ending broken bone in his ankle during today's overtime. Isn't Jarrett Stidham on that team? Wow. That is. Sorry, I'm just reading up on what's going on here. That's huge news. I mean, wow. Well, I wonder if Philip is available. Tom, go for it. Sell your stake. Sell your stake in the Raiders right now. Get out there, Tom. Go get it. Go get yourself a Super Bowl. You have Tom Brady leading the Denver Broncos against the Patriots next week. What about that? That'd be crazy. Oh, damn, dude. Josh Allen, he's losing it in his post-game presser. Did you guys see this? I'll show it to you in the next advertisement. That was a whole lot of nothing for a few yards. It was a whole lot of stuff. I mean, it was a whole lot of stuff for nothing. It's like, okay. Tom Brady basically just said the same thing I did. Thank you, Tom. Was that a catch? Okay. That throw, that was a big boy throw. Uh-oh. That takes away a great throw right there. I mean, Brock put that right there where only his guy could get it. If he throws that just a little too high, it's picked. You know, that was a good quarterback play right there. It's all right. Just get back on the board. It'll be okay. Just get yourself to the second half intact, and then you can make the proper adjustments. Just don't let Seattle do anything else. It's good. Oh, you know what? And the Matt Prater, the Buffalo kicker, he made that 50-something yarder to go into overtime, and that was such a clutch kick, you know. It's just, and it's for nothing. Austin, what's going on, man? Cecilia, tell your cousin I said thank you. That's a great compliment. That's a huge compliment. I really appreciate that. Nathan says, honestly, I think Buffalo's best chance to get to a Super Bowl is to win enough games to where they have home field advantage in the entire playoffs. New England was able to do this during their Super Bowl runs. So you're saying they needed the number one seed, and that's really it. If they don't do that, it's not in the cards for them. So yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Of course, you always want home field advantage, and for them, that's a big deal. But I'm just not sure about how many more of these losses they can take, you know? So. So Jarrett Stidham is their backup. That's interesting. Everything might come full circle if we can take care of the Texans. I remember we thought Jarrett Stidham could be the next guy. Of course, he didn't work out, but Belichick can't develop quarterbacks. He hit gold with Brady, but we've seen everything else. So yeah, Tharn. At first, because I know there's an Adam Schefter parody account out there that's got a lot of followers and stuff. So I always have to be careful. It just sounded ridiculous, like a broken ankle. How did we not notice? It's just very strange. So. Austin says if this leads to Drake versus Stafford after Matt takes the MVP, that would be 10 out of 10 script writing. Man. Yeah, Thorne. Yeah, Dick Rabine. He's the guy responsible for Tom Brady becoming a Patriot. He's the guy that pushed for all that. He's the one that saw something in Tom. It's not Bill. Bill just went along with what his staff tells him, and that's fine, but let's not, people act like, Bill was some genius who saw what Tom was going to be. It didn't work like that. Yeah, I hate that Dick Rabine died. He didn't even get to see the first Super Bowl. He did not get to see his kid, the one he targeted. He didn't get to see it, come to fruition and actually work out. And if he was still alive today and he got to see what Tom Brady turned out to be, that it's just so unfair that he didn't get to see this. So. Now, okay, so this is a big third down here. 49ers, you stop them here on third and 3, looks like. Maybe 3rd and 2. Oh, 3rd and 1. Okay, they spotted him pretty good. But anyway, you stop them here, and if they punt it, today it's not a foregone conclusion anymore. We know that. But if they punt it, the 49ers could be in a good position here. So just stop them here. Get them. They did. They stopped them. Flag. Unicorn, what's going on, man? Unicorn is one of my oldest subscribers. Unicorn Oxstream has been a subscriber since 2019, I'm pretty sure. Like early days. Like right after the Montana Brady documentary. I'm pretty sure. What are you doing, dude? You can't hold like that. You know that. And it didn't even have anything to do with what happened. Like, these idiots. Flags ruin everything, I swear. I'm getting tired of seeing it. At halftime, I'll show you guys the Josh Allen video. How do you call holding on a running play? It's a good question, Huddleston. It's a very good question. Minuteman says I'm nervous about the Texans game tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a battle, but I think we'll play well. I can picture Drake May just hitting some booty, you know. Okay, that's exactly what the 49ers did not need. Holy crap, Kevin, you might be the oldest subscriber. Kevin subscribed on December 20th, 2018. That was right when I started the channel. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I started this channel in December of 2018. Oh yeah, about the NASA. Do you have the link, Elf? I don't have it anymore. Do you have the link that I used? If not, I can find it again. Oh wait, I do have it. So yeah, guys. So here, I'm giving you the link. Put your name in, and your name goes to the moon. So we'll get the Von Allen Sports crew. We're going to the moon, baby. So just like the Patriots. Blind assassin. Just looking at the that catch. Or the interception. That was a freaking catch, dude. Whatever. Some shady shit right there. And they almost didn't even review it. They were like putting the the Broncos up on the field. They were about to snap the damn ball. Like, Tharn wants to go to my anus. Listen, I love you guys, okay? But that's kind of weird, man. Like, that's, I know I live in West Hollywood and stuff, but I'm really not into that thing, you know? Oh, Darnold just missed a throw. That would have been like a knife to the gut. Oh, you want to go to the planet Uranus. I see. Thank you for correcting that. I was a little thrown off there for a second. So, well, that miss don't matter because now you got the first down, so it's all good. Look at Sam Darnold. Look at him. What is going on here? Poor guy went to the drafted by the Jets. I mean, how do you live that down? How do you get out of that? You know? It's like, it's funny. People leave the Jets and then they play infinitely better. Even coaches coach better. Whoa. Minuteman says, I remember discovering the Brady versus Montana video 3 days before I graduated high school. Wow. Alpha Courage says, I thought I was your oldest subscriber. Well, you might be. No, that's probably my dad. I think my dad's older than you. I think. I'm pretty sure. Wow, you really did, Kevin. Kevin sent me evidence. Nice. Yeah, Phil, I just saw that a while ago. The Patriots have the easiest road to the Super Bowl. I wonder if Buffalo thinks it's easy. Okay, this is not good. This is not good for the 49ers. Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in bad trouble now. Wow. John Thomas Chavez, I like this. He says, I think your first video I saw pop up was Would Brady Suck on the Jets? And I didn't watch it because I thought it might just be another anti-Tom Brady video. Brady Montana was your first video I watched. I could see that because there was a lot of that going on back then. So, yeah. Yeah, Elf, no matter what we do, there's going to be a caveat. But they'll say, "Oh, but Bo Nix was out." Okay. History won't remember this. History is just going to remember that the Patriots got a 7th Super Bowl. I mean, if that's the case. So who cares? I mean, they're already saying that about Houston because they lost their wide receiver. It's just sorry, but it wasn't Houston's offense that I was particularly concerned about. I mean, them losing that wide receiver, that's big, yeah, but I'd rather hear that they lost somebody on defense, to be honest with you. So, damn, look at that watch that Tom's wearing. I mean, we didn't exactly look amazing last week. We got to take care of business. Okay, they've got to get a field goal out of this. They have to. Second and 10, long way to go. Run, Purdy, run! Oh, that was a Purdy run. Timeout. Okay, that's true. That's true, Elf. We did look good in the second half. That's true. That's true. And Houston looked bad against Pittsburgh. That's true. You're right. You're right. We did look good in the second half. I think that first half just got me worried. So McCaffrey's hurt again. Is he always hurt? Now what? Oh, Seahawks timeout. Hail Mary. Oh! Dang. That would have been cool. Looks like we have a blowout on our hands, guys. Another disappointing 49ers performance where they just bore everyone to tears. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something here. Okay, so first I'm going to show you Sean McDermott's reaction to the interception / reception call, whatever.
And it's hard for me to, and I've had a chance to look at, it's hard for me to understand why it was ruled the way it was ruled. And if it is ruled that way, then why wasn't it slowed down? Just to make sure that we have this right. That would have made a lot of sense to me, to make sure that we have this thing right, because that's a pivotal play in the game. We have the ball at the 20, maybe kicking a game-winning field goal right there. So I'll just leave it at that. Right. But I'm saying it because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it. I'm standing up for us. John, what went on is not how it should go down, in my estimation. That play, these guys spent 3 hours out there playing football, pouring their guts out, to not even say, hey, let's just slow this thing down. That's why I'm bothered.
In your eyes, was the catch down by contact?
In my eyes, it was. Yes, in my eyes, it was. But even
Okay, so that's that. So now I'm going to show you Josh Allen's reaction.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
Your emotions, you normally aren't this emotional.
He said he felt like he let his teammates down. This is one of those teammates' reaction.
He feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
So that's the 3 clips I was able to find so far. Okay. Do you see something strange, perhaps? For the teeth. Here you go. There you go. Yabba. Okay. So yeah, I think Buffalo, I think they got some PTSD now. I think they're finished. What do you guys think, guys? That doesn't look good, right? That doesn't look good. Exactly, John. Josh Allen's hero ball demoted him to sidekick. That's kind of harsh. You know, I know it's easy to say now, but if the Bills and Josh had just played conservatively and not done, you know, just not done stupid stuff like trying to overdo things, they win this game. You know, it's and I understand, again, that's easy to say. That's easy for me to say. I'm not out there. You know, you're trying to make decisions in the moment, and you're trying to win, and you're trying to, you know. I'm just saying though that what I mean by this is that it's a winnable game. It wasn't so out of hand. It wasn't so difficult that they couldn't just, you know, they didn't have to do anything crazy to win this. It's not like you're in a shootout with Mahomes and, you know, or whatever. It was, you could have won. You could have won this one. That's a catch all day long. Did we cover Stefanski to the Falcons? Wait, they hired him? I thought he was just getting an interview, a second interview. Wow. They're showing Josh again. Yeah. Wanjo 60222, welcome. Thanks for being here, man. If you're new, hope you subscribe and click the like button. And welcome. Yeah, about Stefanski, I saw that he got an interview, but unless it just happened like in the last 10 minutes, I wasn't aware that he was hired. So let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. Someone posted that they're thank you. Someone posted that they're finalizing a deal. Okay. So the Falcons are going to go Stefanski here. Interesting. Thanks for the heads up, man. Sean should have had Josh knee. Bad call before the half because that 3 points was costly. Yeah, it's at the very least just don't have a turnover, right? Just if it's not there, it's not there, you know. So you live in Phoenix? Are you a Cardinals fan and a Suns fan? Who wants a lifetime of Red Bull? Tharn, you want a lifetime of Red Bull? I should get a lifetime of Coke. Honestly, I'm always advertising for these guys. Your ride is here. Who's my team? The Patriots. You live in Scottsdale. Yeah, I used to live in downtown Phoenix for a long time. I mean, I let my subscribers down. I threw some interceptions. That's a catch. That's a catch. Buffalo got ripped off there. Bad. That hurts. That hurts. I've seen it in every angle you can imagine. Listen to this crap. Polymarket football. Apparently this person is affiliated with Polymarket, which is weird the way they talk because hey, you know your ride's here, right? Yeah. Okay. It says Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season. The Patriots' generational Mickey Mouse path to the Super Bowl will continue. You kidding me? This is from a like a company. Like you would think. I mean, okay. I see this all the time. They're very anti-patriots. Whoever the intern or whatever, whoever's running that account, this is bad. And why are they acting like we're just suddenly going to beat Houston? People, man, people. Tharn asks any news on Christian McCaffrey's ruptured fallopian tubes? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's hanging out with Kittle's injured wussy. So, which team do we fear in the West? You mean like in a do you mean like in a Super Bowl situation? Well, I'd say well, right now it's the Seattle team is crazy good right now. From what I'm seeing, they're definitely they could beat the Rams or the Bears in my opinion. They keep playing like that. So let's see. I'm just going back to see if I missed anything here. Oh, the NFC. Okay. Who needs to chill? Who's asking you? Who are you talking about? Yeah, the NFC. So right now it would be Seattle, but they look great, man. They look great. So yeah, I might be 0 for 2 tonight, Elf. It's not good. Not good. Who's Denver's backup? That's Jarrett Stidham, one of our guys. Funnily enough, can you believe it? Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought somebody was like telling you to sub over and over again, and you were like telling them to chill. Sorry. It's just the way it reads. Yeah, New England Fever. Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that hilarious? That's, yeah. Okay, so tomorrow I picked New England, of course, but I picked the Bears to beat the Rams, and I'm going to be the biggest Bears fan tomorrow. You have no idea. I cannot stand the Rams. Run, Brock, run! Throw it! Wow, that was a great play. That was a great play. That was a great play. Yeah. Yeah, Phil. Seahawks look good. Oh, New England Fever is Tyree. How many accounts you have, dude? You're confusing me. I thought you were a new subscriber. I was like, go, man. You confuse me. I just jinxed the Bears. I jinxed the Patriots, I guess. Is that what's happening here? I should be 1-0 right now. Tongus. I call them tongues. How many injuries can one team get? That's like, there's something wrong there, right? I mean, we talked about this last night, but this is pathetic. They're going to have guys playing Ironman football, okay, by the fourth quarter. You're going to have defensive backs playing wide receiver all of a sudden. It's you have defensive linemen playing offensive line. This is... Yeah. This game ain't over yet. Let's see what Purdy can do. Purdy. Well, that ain't going to help. Yeah, Tharn, it's Tongues. Tongues hurt his hymen. He bursted it. Fourth and 2. Yeah. You got to go for it at this point. It's just anything else is just nonsense. It's pissing into the wind. So let's just do it. Come on, you flophead idiot. Really? They just took an impossible sack. A sack you can't take. Damn. Chicago or LA has their work cut out for them. This is rough. This is rough. They're playing good football, man. They're playing really good football. I don't care that the 49ers are injured. Seattle's playing well. I mean, they opened this damn game with a kick return. This game is pretty much over. We have 80 viewers on X. We have 1 viewer on Rumble. That's nice. Rumble's really kicking ass. Thank you, Crossbear. I appreciate you. And we have 20 viewers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching on YouTube, could you please click the like button and get that up there? And watch this epic show for an epic game. Pretty much over at rock bottom. Well, that's how it goes, right? When you're right, you're right. Let's go. If you guys would like to send a super chat, there is a link pinned to the top of the chat on the YouTube chat. And that you can send one like that. And then if you send a super chat, then I post your thing up on the screen there. So Blind Assassin says it's Seahawks versus Texans Super Bowl. Book it. That would be a strange Super Bowl. You know, a Chicago, New England Super Bowl would be kind of cool. It'd be the 85 rematch. So Milena's nephew brought me these Kinder cards. These are from Bulgaria. They're freaking awesome, dude. He brought me 30 of these, 30 packs. Can you believe that? Half his suitcase was those. What a cool dude. Yeah, Juan. Yeah, I live streamed the Bills game. Yeah, we were here earlier for that. I'm going to be live streaming all the games, even Monday night. I'm going to be doing the national championship Monday night. This will be the first time I've ever broadcast or covered a broadcast for college. I've never done that before. This is bad, Dad. This is ugly. This is ugly, ugly. I have an idea for the 49ers. Why don't they just set up a mobile hospital unit, like an intensive care unit or something, on the sidelines? Wouldn't that just be like the best thing to do? Well, that's something at least. Tom Brady just did penetration. It's the most exciting thing that's happened so far. I know, Phil. We have to win tomorrow. We have to get this done, man. I want to go another week, you know? I want to. Catfish says, I'd invest in that health facility. Hell yeah. You're talking about money. You've been business. No, the 49ers issue is clearly the staff. It's got to be. There's no way. There's no way that a team has this many injuries over the last 7 years. And it all happens to be when he's around the time that he started coaching there. So it's a staff issue. They're never going to admit that, though. If Seattle kicks a field goal here, that will be the last gasp of San Francisco's chances. If they go for it and get a first down, it's over. Okay, they're going to kick it. So the 49ers are going to have to put up some touchdowns nearly every possession now and not allow Seattle to do anything. So we're looking at a 28-3 situation, but they have more time, and it's not 28-3, it's only 27-6. A little bit more in reach there, right? So still a 3-score game, but it's manageable. If you can get a touchdown now, you have to score now. If they can get in the end zone right now, okay, they need the two-point conversion. That makes it 27-14. Now there's something there. You got something to work with. But they cannot afford any mistakes on this one, on this drive. What was the first Super Bowl you ever watched? Okay, that's it's a little difficult to answer. Because I can remember seeing glimpses of Super Bowls on TV, but I don't know if I'd qualify that as watching it, like understanding what's going on. So I'll give two answers. The oldest memory I have of seeing football, the Super Bowl, was the Bears versus Patriots. I remember glimpses of that. And I remember my sister dancing while that game was going on. She was a Bears fan at the time, and she liked them. She was all excited about it and stuff. I think she liked Jim McMahon a lot or something. But so I can remember glimpses of that Super Bowl. But the first Super Bowl, I remember just watching the whole game and like knowing what's happening and what's that would have been the Broncos versus the 49ers. That was when Elway got destroyed by Montana. That's probably the first one. How old am I? How old do you think I am, Juan? How old do you think I was? Wow, you guys are making me feel old now, talking about your first Super Bowls. Juan's first Super Bowl was Broncos Panthers. Wow. Dude, that was only 11 years ago. I'm 45. I was born in 1980. Run, party, run! Going to use check because apparently everyone else is hurt. Come on, 49ers, make something happen just for the sake of football. Let's go. He's got plenty of time. Better make a completion here. You threw a pick? You had all that time and you throw an interception? Do you guys know how hard that is to have that much time and then throw an interception? That's pathetic. It is very difficult to have that much time to throw the ball and you throw a pick. Really, it is. Crossbearer on Rumble says the first Super Bowl he remembers paying attention to was the first Eagles Patriots Super Bowl. That's wow, 2017. Or I mean 2004. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one to watch. There's your first one. Alpha Courage, since a $5 super chat, says, my first Super Bowl was Super Bowl 23, and for 2 decades, I had always thought that it was Montana that started the I'm going to Disney World thing. That's cool. We actually have a subscriber that's been to a Super Bowl. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to a Super Bowl. I've never been personally to a Super Bowl, but this game is a lost cause now. They had to score, not field goal wouldn't have done it. They had to score touchdown. Throwing an interception at midfield, that's not what we were looking for. That's not what we were thinking, you should do. That's probably a bad idea. It's even a worse idea when you're standing there for 10 seconds. I mean, that is when a quarterback finds his open guy, or he gets rid of it. He just throws it away. It's unbelievable. The Cardinals are a mess now, man. I mean, they're just, listen, I predicted that Kyler Murray was going to be a bust. I said it was a ridiculous draft, number 1 overall like that. And that coaching hire, you got a bad coach because you wanted to fit with Kyler Murray. The whole thing was just going to be a disaster. And that has started this spiral. And The Bidwells, they've always been the way they are, and it's not going to change. The father, when I was living in Phoenix, the father was still alive, and now it's the son, and he's not much different. I don't see. So, yeah, I think so, Elf. I'm sorry, John. It looks like the 49ers are in trouble here. I don't just mean this game, obviously this game, but they just can't keep doing this. Each year, there's just this is like a Buffalo situation. It's how much longer can this go on? They need something big, like massive, like a pick six. That'd be nice. Chris Love said he'll go to the Super Bowl when his Jets are playing in it. Wide open first down. So we know that Chris Love will not be going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, man. Look at it this way. At least the Jets have won a Super Bowl. Okay? I mean, look at the Bills. Think about being the only team in your division without a Super Bowl. And you've been to 4 of them. That's pretty embarrassing, actually. Hmm. Do I think Jonathan Kraft is potentially a worse future owner than Robert? No. No. I don't think so. I think Jonathan will be fine. He's more ruthless than Robert. Like he would have fought harder for Tom, in my opinion. We'll see. James Johnson's been to an AFC Championship game. He said Jags at Patriots. You were at that one. I was watching that one I was in Bulgaria at the time watching that. That was a great game to be at. That's awesome, man. That's true. The Jets did win the Super Bowl when we landed on the moon. Yeah, 49ers had to put together a decent season, considering all their injuries. That's true. Tom Brady is the GOAT. That's right. That's right. So, Chris Love, what brings you here? A Jets fan. That's interesting, having a Jets fan here. I like that. You know what we can't get here? We can't get a Chiefs fan here. And that's something that I've been wanting for a while. I want a crazy, delusional Chiefs fan, like a psycho. I think that'd be fun. Oh, come on, John. We're not trying to run a new subscriber out of here, okay? Okay. I think Seattle just scored again. I wonder if this is over. Do I even need to update the score anymore at this point? Oh, Chris, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I like having fans of teams that are usually the opposition on here. It makes it a lot more fun, you know. Okay, 34 now. Well, this just sucks. Well, wearing their colors and stuff didn't work out for them. I didn't help them any. So I guess I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere, guys. Just just a second. Okay. This is pathetic. That's a good point, Wally. Jets fans might be proud of Sam Darnold here. I mean, it's still something to root for, right? I mean, we do that sometimes. We go for our old guys, you know. Makes you wonder if Mac Jones could have played any better. Put him in, see what happens. See if you can at least get a touchdown. That's true, Katie. That's true. James is correct. He couldn't even make that catch. It just got taken out of his hands. That looks like something happens in the backyard when we were kids. This is sad. They're getting picked on at this point. Do I believe in Drake May? Oh, I believe in Drake May. Yes, absolutely. I think that we have our future quarterback. I think we have a franchise quarterback, and I think he's going to do big things for us. So, the Vikings. Who talking about the Vikings? The 2009 Vikings is the second best team of all time to not win a Super Bowl, in my opinion, right behind the 07 Pats. Wow, that's a strong statement for the Vikings there. Yeah, the thing is, Juan, is this is what you need. You got a coach and you got a quarterback, and you've got years and years of good football. So Purdy is running for his life. This is embarrassing. So it's not going to guarantee a Super Bowl. Obviously, nothing can do that. But it does mean that your team is going to be, in it for years and years and years. It means that you've got something. So yeah, we have Mike Vrabel and Drake May, and we've got the two things you need. You need them both, and that's enough right there, just to make noise in the league, and constantly be in the playoffs and always be around, hanging around. That's all you can ask for. You've got to get to the playoffs. That's your chance. Then anything can happen. But if you don't get to the playoffs, obviously you can't get a Super Bowl, right? So you just get yourself in there and then try to see what happens. And that combo is good enough to make sure that we're always going to be in the playoffs. I cannot picture a season with those two where we wouldn't be a playoff team. I mean, things would have to go really wrong, during a year, which happens sometimes. But if you got those two, you're good. And we build around that. The thing is that how well the Patriots have done this year, and they're going to be in the divisional tomorrow. And this was supposed to be a rebuild, and next year was going to be the bigger year because the salary we have a lot of room on the salary cap. We're going to be able to do even more things, and this team that Mike Vrabel put together is different from the team last year. So this is the first year these guys are all working together with each other. So next year they would have already a year behind them working together. So next year actually looks like the year that it should be our year. If you want to say what year would our year be, it sounds like next year. But yet this year we're 14-3 playing in the divisional tomorrow. So if you're a Patriots fan, you're pretty happy. I mean, you're pretty excited, right? I mean, it's just And then you got those teams that are just so disappointing, like the Lions. Why the hell are the Lions not in the playoffs? Like, how did they let this happen? How did some of these teams that got into the playoffs, but yet the Lions couldn't get in? It's unbelievable. Is it too early to stick a fork in the 49ers? Hell no. They're dead. Like, they're like the fried chicken has already got, crust on it and it's already on your plate dead. Okay? That's how dead they are. It's Catfish. Big Packers fan. He says, Vrabel is amazing. Can the Patriots should coaches with the Packers for a bag of chips? Matt LaFleur. No. Yeah, Thorne, going back to the Vikings. The Vikings, the Purple People Eaters and Fran Tarkenton and all that, they went to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. And, of course, they did the Buffalo Bills thing, but at least it wasn't 4 consecutive. 98, that 98 team. I would say that you're right. The 09 team is probably better, slightly better, but it's close. It's close. Than a 98 team. But if you go back and you look at that 09 roster, it makes you wonder, how'd they lose that game? And then when you watch it, you go, oh, Brett Favre threw an interception. That's there it is right there. So as much as he can help you, he could hurt you. And it's a mixed bag, right? With him. The 17 Vikings, yeah, they're okay. I mean, Case Keenum was their quarterback. Come on. Were they really going to go that far? Yeah, John Thomas Chavez says to Catfish, didn't New England trade y'all the pick you guys used to draft Jordan Love? Here's the thing. Green Bay made a massive mistake, okay, when they drafted Jordan Love. Now, you guys can look this up on the channel. We were live that night for that draft. And I was like, wait a minute. When they drafted Jordan Love in the first round, I said, Aaron Rodgers was asking for a wide receiver and you draft his replacement right when your Super Bowl window is open and you've got, it's just, what was that, And so far it's not worked. I mean, it's makes you wonder if they had just went ahead and drafted, some players that Aaron wanted and see what happens with that. So seemed like a wasted pick to me. I mean, you can find a Jordan Love in another year, any year. He wasn't so special that you had to grab him like that. I just don't think he's that good, It's not one of those situations where the guy is so amazing that even though you don't need him, you take him. I never thought Jordan was that dude. So. Yeah. I think the Bears can win tomorrow. And I think they better. So, or I'm going to be really pissed. Oh, Catfish, way better. Favre was way better, older as far as making decisions on the field. Absolutely. No question. Oh my God. In the 90s, he gave me a headache. This dude was winning MVP after MVP after MVP, but would throw these interceptions. It just was like, what the hell was that? It was so weird. And then he went through this phase in the early to mid 2000s that was just, what the hell is this guy doing? And then he kind of cleaned it up after that, it's just, but he threw that one, that one hurt. I was going for the Vikings in that game. I wanted Brett to go to the Super Bowl. That's funny. Phil's bringing up the Patriots were the only team to score on the 85 Bears in the postseason. That's one of those situations where the team that actually had a shot at making a good Super Bowl ended up getting upset by the team that goes in and lays a giant egg. And that's exactly what happened that year. So the Dolphins were the only team that was able to give a loss to the Bears. Otherwise, they would have gone undefeated. The Dolphins played the Patriots in the AFC Championship. The Patriots somehow won. Like, okay. And went on to play the Bears. And we wouldn't have had that blown out crappy Super Bowl. So, well, I mean crappy as far as, like it's like this game. It's like, okay, whatever, it's a blowout. So this is embarrassing for the 49ers. Here, I'm just going to get ahead. I'm going to get ahead of the game so I don't have to keep inserting stuff. And I'm just going to say 241 to -6. There we go. There's the new score. There's a new score. They're garbage. No, not really. They're not garbage. I'm kidding. No, Seattle is just good. They're really good. And the 49ers stuff catches up with you. It does. It eventually it's gonna, when you play a juggernaut team, and apparently they're the juggernaut, Seattle is, of the NFC. Apparently, I mean, number 1 seed, dominating like crazy. This isn't some scrub organization they're beating up on, guys. This isn't some new team that just is awkwardly good for 1 year. This is the 49ers. This isn't, I'm going to see that movie. They need something on standby. They need a whole hospital on standby. Boomer Sison selling ethos. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I feel sorry for either team having to play Seattle if they look like this next week. So again, you can say that, okay, 49ers were injured. But how does that explain such a dominating performance? I mean, beating the 49ers, you could say that. But completely destroying them, this was going this way no matter what. Like, it's just like this was their game. Albuquerque says 49ers need the whole World Health Organization on standby. bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, Blind Assassin says Commanders wasn't meant to be good last year, and they ended up in the NFC Championship. So the 49ers aren't that team that just happens to be good one year and then get blown out. You know, it's like, okay, 49ers are always in it, no matter what. And they're being made like fools, dude. Look like fools right now. They do. They look. Seattle is just treating them like children. It's rough. Yeah, exactly, Tharn. You can say injuries, but that doesn't explain the full story. I mean, even at full strength, if the 49ers are at full strength, this performance, you know, your guys being hurt didn't make Brock Purdy throw some really, really bad passes. I mean, it's just like, what? That doesn't change it. I just think maybe we need to start respecting Seattle more. Okay, I speak for myself. I need to start respecting Seattle more. Maybe you guys did. But I am aware. I'm well aware now. So they're good. They're good. I'll give them that. They're good. And it is, you know what? I think it is cool that Sam Darnold is doing this. That's a pretty cool story. Okay, Christian McCaffrey should just put on his driver's license this picture. That should be Christian McCaffrey right there. That's it. I can't think of a time where I don't see him looking like that. I love the guy as a player. I think he's amazing, but he's always hurt, dude. I mean, come on. Tharn says, as Jim Ross would say, well, somebody stop the damn match. Enough is enough. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Purdy figured out that he can't throw the ball, so he just runs with it. Ah, thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. About my age. Very nice to say. Thank you. Behind you, dude. Dude, this is awful. Can they just end it? Is there like a rule, like a mercy rule, where you just end the game? Just end the damn game, for the love of God. Stop the damn match. This is total carnage. This is carnage. Stop it. Somebody stop the carnage. This is rough. This is rough, man. This is rough. Rough. Okay, I just saw a video of a little kid in timeout, and the dog is in the corner with him. So I guess they're both in trouble. This game. Okay, did you guys realize that Bo Nix broke his ankle on the kneel down for the field goal in overtime? That was literally the last play that he was on the field for. That's rough, dude. That's bad. And it was all so they could center the ball, as if the kicker couldn't make that from the hash marks. That was a bad decision. But how would you know? Really, I mean, how would you know, right? It wasn't the kneel down? Okay, these people are saying it was the kneel down. It looks like the kneel down. The other play that they're saying it was, I don't see any evidence, but the kneel down does look like that happened. Okay, you know what? It probably if it happened on the play before, then the kneel down just made it worse, probably, right? So he started showing pain when he walked off. That's probably what happened then, if it was the play before. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sean Payton is saying it was before the pass to Mims. So he gets up, but after the kneel down, he gets up clearly in pain. He's limping. So whatever he did on that kneel down made it much worse. Either way, it's rough. That's really crappy luck right there, man. That's really crappy luck. '49ers just trying to get into double digits on the score, and they can't even do that. Mac Jones is out there. No, I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, look, Mac Jones can run too. It's just the same thing Purdy was doing. You guys think that Purdy's in trouble? Or are they just doing this just to get him out of there and let him not make it worse? Because he's being paid a lot. I don't know what you do with that salary, because it's still going to count against the cap. If you cut him, you're going to take a dead cap hit like crazy. Yeah, I don't think you can trade him with that kind of money. But you got to at least let Mac get out there and see what he can do against this team. Mac Jones or Jared Stidham? Who would I rather have my starter? Mac. Would that be wild if the 49ers just fired Kyle Shanahan's ass and just said, "You're out of here"? And then when he leaves, all of a sudden the injuries stop. Is Brock Purdy crying on the sidelines? He better not be, damn it. What is with all this crying? Why are dudes crying so much? What's happening? Is this like a new generational thing that I'm not aware of? I'm not trying to be the, get off my lawn, the old man back in my day and all that, but yeah, we didn't cry. I mean, like over stuff like this. Like it sucks. It's football, but start crying over it. I don't know. That's weird to me. What I want to see is that's what I want to see. I mean, not that I want to see Kyle Shanahan fired. I don't care about that. I'm saying it has to have the outcome though. Shanahan gets fired. They bring in a new guy, and that guy has a completely new staff. And then all of a sudden, the 49ers injuries just vanish. That's going to be the funniest shit ever. Okay? Seriously. That. And then I'm going to replay all my videos. For years, I've been saying this. For years, I've been talking about Kyle Shanahan. There's something wrong with this staff. Something's not right there. I said it about the Bengals too. But yeah. I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm 99% sure I'm right that it is a staff issue, not the staph infection, although they may have that, but the staph issue. It's not the Matthew staph infection, but yeah, could be, but that's not the only thing. So you guys think 49ers are going to come back now that they put Mac Jones in? He's going to take care of business. Wow, this game sucked. I mean, unless you're a Seahawks fan, you're probably very happy. 41-6. That was rough. Watch them break for a run here. No, it looks like they've administered the mercy rule here. So Joey Bosa throwing his helmet against the wall when he walks back into the tunnel. Man, Brandon Cooks was crying too. That's 3 different Buffalo Bills that have cried so far. Oh my God. Someone asked Carson Beck, he's the quarterback of the Miami Hurricanes. They asked him, "Did you have class yesterday?" And he goes, "I graduated 2 years ago." What the hell is that? How did he graduate 2 years ago? Well, why isn't he in the NFL now? What is going on with college football? Okay, this isn't football related, but there's no football on right now. I don't know what you'd call this 49ers thing going on. It's not football. It's something else. So I got something funny to tell you here. So follow this report. Military expert predicts that in an armed confrontation with Canada, the U.S. could suffer 50% more casualties than we did in Venezuela. Think on that for a second. The reason that's funny is because we had no casualties in Venezuela. Okay, what the hell? Why isn't this screen shooting here? There we go. Check this out. One last rodeo. Let's go, Philip. Let's go. Get him in there. Let's go. Right? Let's do that. Let's get this done. Let's get it done. Philip Rivers to Denver. He's got a week. He's got a whole week of practice. Just get him there now, though. He's got to get on the plane now. So I'm assuming he lives in San Diego. Right? So, at least I think he does. I figured he does. But get him on the plane to Denver. It's not that far. It's a 2-hour flight at most. Maybe might not even be that far. But get him there. Get him in the training facility, and then be done with it. So. So what do we know about Sam Darnold as a person? Is he a cool dude? Is he a good dude? Anybody know much about him? Because I kind of lost track of him until he got on the Vikings, and then, all right. Well, it's been a long day. I've been talking for 7 hours. Whew. Okay. We have a big day tomorrow. Let's see. Okay. Our game starts at noon. So we got another early for me, I should say. And then we got the Rams Bears directly after that. So all right. So I'm not gonna do any kind of long sign off here. I just wanted to tell you guys before I go. I'll have the link up. Rumble doesn't allow me to have 2 links, so I won't be able to have the link for the Bears until after the show, kind of like what we did today. Yeah. So I'll see all you guys here tomorrow, right? And we're ready to go. Tomorrow's Patriots Day. Going to get started probably a little earlier. I'm going to try to get on before kickoff this time, a little before kickoff, so we can do like some pregame stuff. But and thank you to all the new guys who came tonight, and some of y'all returning that I haven't seen in a while. It's nice to see everybody. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Patriots. Oh, and let's go Bears. Absolutely. So And let's hope Phillip Rivers gets that call, because that'd be funny.
Von Allen Sports. Von Allen Sports. Von Allen Sports.